Hello good people, hi. So welcome back to another video. This is a random story time that I thought of like 5 minutes ago actually, because I was chilling in the house, and then because I was bored, I was bored in the house and in the house bored. So I cringe and remember this moment in my life where men did what they do best: disappoint. And I'm like, why haven't I told people about this yet? Why haven't I given people their daily reminder of how men can be trash sometimes? So I decided I'm going to do this video right now. And so welcome to another video. My name is Lily Huha and I hope you'll enjoy. Mwah. Background, I'm literally next to the superhighway. So that's the superhighway, guys. So any noise that you hear from the background that ain't my voice is definitely the cars. So I hope it won't be too much of a distraction though, but we're going to do this anyway because why not? So this story happened on my birthday weekend in 2021. Yes, last year actually. Ona kama ni kitambo. It was actually last year when I was still a freshman in campus. So what happened was my best friend was coming to Rongai to celebrate my birthday with me, and so I went to pick her in Nairobi, and then she came over to school because at that time bado nilikuwa naishi shule. So she came over. My cousin invited us to the hub in Karen to celebrate my birthday once again. So I took my best friend with me to Karen because why not? Why should I go alone? No way. So I took my best friend with me. So we went to the hub, we had fun, we cut cake, we do everything. We did everything. And then we went back to school. First of all, my best friend, she's called Cynthia. Cynthia isn't a multimedia resident. And those soldiers at the gate, of course, had to ask. Oh, okay, they didn't have to, but they do ask if you're a multimedia student, where you're going, blah blah blah. So I told Cynthia, be as confident as you can. Tell them you're from this hostel, tell them you live here, tell them you school here, you're doing this course, in case they ask. But luckily they did not ask, so we just entered freely and I took her to my room and we spent the night. So the next day was on Friday. My birthday was on Thursday. So on Friday, a guy friend of mine whom I had just met like few days ago invited us to his place, and I told Cynthia, let's go meet this new guy. Let me go show you this hot guy I just met. So we went to my friend's place. My friend called, I'm not going to say his name, Dor. So my friend is called Dor. So Dor and I met a few days ago. So Dor is already invited me to his place, and I said why not? So I took Cynthia with me. So kufika, Dor and I and Cynthia and Dor's friends were chilling, listening to music, having fun. So we joined them. A few moments later, Dor suggested that we go to West to celebrate my birthday there. And I said okay, because why not? Boy, I'm here for all of it. So Dor got ready, he took a shower, ready for us to go to West. Cynthia at this time was talking to her then boyfriend. And I say boyfriend because, you know, Nairobi. Nairobi. So Cynthia was talking to, let me just call him her boyfriend. At that time, her boyfriend was residing in Kiambu, your time. And so he invited Cynthia over to his place that same night we were supposed to go to West. And I don't know what got into Cynthia, because she's a simp. She decided to agree, not remembering that we had planned to go to West. I'm like, Cynthia, we are going to West. What is all of this? So Cynthia calls me and he's like, oh, you know, he has said that, oh, we are going to have fun. Oh, he has said there'll be drinks. Oh, he has said he'll carry his best friend. And I'm like, bro, this is not what we came here for. But Cynthia insisted. And because she was in love, because Cynthia is a clown, and because she's a simp, she was like, nah, we are going to Kiambu, we are not going to West. And I was like, okay, girl, okay. So kibarua ikabaki kwangu, having to convince Dor that we are not going to West, we are going to Kiambu. Having to convince him, there has been a change of plans from West to Kiambu. So I actually did convince him. He got a little mad, dog or two, and he was not happy, but I couldn't let Cynthia go alone, because that was an option of me going to West with Dor and his friends and letting Cynthia go alone to Kiambu. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't let Cynthia go alone, yet she had come all the way for me, you get. So I made up my mind and I decided to go with Cynthia, and I made Dor understand that. So at this time, it was around 9ish, 10ish. We're leaving Rongai, going to Kiambu. Well, we were supposed to be leaving Rongai, going to West. But anyway, we did. So tukatoka Rongai, tukaenda Kiambu, sisi hapo hadi Tao, tukachukua gari. Okay. So this plane is not going to let me shoot. In the meantime, you all can admire me. Bye. Anywho, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yes, tukapo kwa gari za Kiambu, tukakaa hapo mbele, and we're all excited. Hey, we are going to meet this person's friend. Oh, we are going to have drinks. Oh, we are going to have fun. Oh. And what was more exciting about it was that we were going to sneak into their house, because the parents were not supposed to know that this guy was bringing girls over. So the most exciting part was the sneaking in part, which I was so excited for. So tell me why, yeah? Sasa tukiwa kwa gari, almost getting to Kiambu, this Cynthia's boyfriend calls me first. No, he called Cynthia first. Cynthia hakuwa nasikia simu, so he called me. He calls me to ask me where Cynthia is. I tell him she's right here. So I give Cynthia the phone. They talk, and Cynthia tells me that this guy is telling her that his father has said that they are going to visit their grandfather or mother in Nyeri at that time of the night.
Hiyo ni uongo bwana. Hakuna. Hiyo ni uongo hiyo. Ni uongo. Acha ni uongo.
First of all, that's suspicious. That's weird, because where are you going at 10 p.m.? Why are you going to visit your grandparents at 10 p.m.? Why? Whose grandparents will open the door at midnight No, that was suspicious, first of all. So I told Cynthia, there's no way they can be going to Kiambu. I mean, they can be going to Nyeri. So these guys are just messing. So let's just go. After some time, the guy calls me. He tells me, oh, actually, it's true. My dad has insisted that we are going to Nyeri Sahi. I'm like, bro, Z, you gotta be kidding me, because where the hell are we supposed to sleep? Where the hell then are we going? No. I told Cynthia, you better talk to this guy, because if I do, I'll end up in jail. So please, Cynthia, talk to your boyfriend. Tell him there's just no way we are going to Kiambu with nowhere to sleep. And I was like, when your father said that you're going to Nyeri, didn't you tell him you expected people? I mean, it was at this point that you were supposed to tell them, because how did they expect we were going to sleep? And he didn't even like send us money for we sleep kwa hoteli. Hey, so me and Cindy are just asking ourselves, so now what we gonna do? Do? And then the audacity of this Cynthia's boyfriend to ask us, and actually to ask me, because I was the one who was talking to hiyo saa, ati sasa unataka tufanye. And I'm like, no, sasa wewe unataka sisi tufanye nini? We all the way from Rongai, we're coming to your place in Kiambu, and now you're asking us. I mean, bro, I was mad. And sasa by this time, we're already in Kiambu. Mat ishafika Kiambu. So I tell Cynthia, listen, you're going to call your guy one last time. You're going to tell him that we're not messing with him. You're going to ask him where the hell we're going to sleep then. So I told her then, tell him to leave the keys to his house, because he has a separate house from the main house. So tell him you're going to leave the key, he's going to leave the key to his house, so that we can then sleep there, as was the plan. Because where the hell are we supposed to sleep? So this guy, when Cynthia told him that, he said that they had left already. I was mad. So sasa, there's a friend of ours, a mutual girlfriend of Cynthia and I, that resides in Kiambu. So we called her. We're like, yo bro, you have to let us sleep kwako. You have to let us sleep kwenu. You have to tell your parents that your girlfriends are in trouble. Your girlfriends are about to be street children. So please tell your parents to let us sleep in your place tonight, just for tonight. So we call this Chile. And then she tells us that the mom will not be okay with it. Their dog is up. Bro, you told us your dog was up, and so you prefer your dog being up to us sleeping in the streets. Anyway, so she told us that the mom was not going to be okay with that, and we had to get plan C, because plan A was this guy to leave the keys to his place. Plan B was to spend at our mutual friend's place. So plan C, we had to come up with it. And so I decided, bro, our friend's parents won't let us sleep well. Your boyfriend won't leave the keys to his place. So the only thing we're going to do is sleep in a hotel. And we were like, damn, we really got all the way from Rongai to Kiambu to come sleep in a hotel because a nigga couldn't communicate. Because a nigga could not tell the parents that they were expecting someone. Because the nigga couldn't think to leave us the keys. So luckily, in place, I had my it was the day after my birthday, so I had some good money in my M-Pesa. And so I told Cynthia, bro, we really don't have any other choice here. Cynthia was for, I don't know what option she was for, but I told her, bro, we either going to sleep in this hotel or we're going to sleep kwa streets. I'm trying to tell Cynthia, bro, literally, what do you want us to do? So anyway, after convincing her, alikubali. And luckily, petu tulikuwa tumesimama, there was a hotel like right behind us. So we went and talked to the soldier, told him, oh hi, you guys have accommodation in this place? Yes. How much does it cost? So he gave us all the details. I told Cynthia to the reception. So we went to the reception. I told the nigga I found their checky. Room for 2. We need dinner. We need food. We need a place to sleep. So he gave us the prices and they were actually very, very favorable. So I paid the room for 2 and I paid for dinner and everything else because I was boiling. I had money. Where's all that money now? Where's all that money? So you guys see the sun. Anyway, so we spent at the hotel that night, and deep down I was cussing. I was telling Cynthia, you are going to drop this boyfriend. This is not about, because he was supposed to send us money. No, logically, he knew that we were going to his place, yes? You guys agree with me to that point, eh? He knew we were going to his place. This guy knew that he hadn't left the keys, yeah? So the only thing that was logic of him to do and reasonable was send us money to either go back to Rongai or spend at some hotel. Nigga did not even bother to know where we slept. Nigga did not even bother to know if we were okay or not. And we too didn't bother to know kama wamefika ushagoka or not. It was no longer none of our business. So in my head I was cussing, telling Cynthia, bro, you and this boyfriend of yours, it's over. I'm going to delete his number. I'm going to block his number because he is not caring. He is not considerate. He ain't boyfriend material. And then it was like God's plan. Your hotel we slept in, there was some birthday party going on. So in the lobby, so we were waiting in the lobby for our food to get ready, and this birthday person comes over to us and gives us cake, and we were like, Anyway, we got cake and we got food and drinks for dinner, and we got a place to sleep. So the next morning was on Saturday. By this time I had already deleted this guy's number and blocked him. Cynthia of course hadn't, because she's a simp like that. Cynthia. But anyway, bottom line is, first of all, Cynthia and that guy no longer talk. I'm very, very, very happy for you, Cynthia, because you are released from the shackles of the devil. You are released. I'm happy for you, girl. I'm happy for you. Anyway, so the next day was on Saturday. Remember, I had told Dor the previous night that we were going to Kiambu, and I had told him that as soon as we go back to Rongai, we're going to compensate. We're going to come to your place and we're going to have fun like we had planned to. Like it was like that, like was a plan initially. So on Saturday, tukarudi Rongai. We went back to my hostel, we freshened up, and then took a trek from Rongai. I went from school to Rongai to this guy's place. And that night actually, we had like the whole day and we spent at this guy's place. I promised this guy that come rain, come sunshine, I am going to come back with or without Cynthia, because I really felt bad that disappointed, being that we had planned to go to West and now I chose to go to Kiambu. I really felt like I owed him that having fun together, because you know sometimes I can be soft-hearted, and that particular time I was really soft-hearted. I felt bad for letting him down, so I had to compensate. So we compensated. We spent the night, we had the drinks we had planned on having, And sasa, on Sunday, Cynthia decided to go back to her school. So I escorted her and everything else. So fast forward to, actually no, we kept that receipt. And I trust Cynthia still has that receipt to date. The receipt we paid for hoteli, we kept it as evidence. How men can do you dirty? How men can do. This was the evidence that men can do you dirty, and evidence and enough confirmation that as a woman you need to have your own money, girl. You need to have your own money, because if you decide to depend on this man, you will be disappointed, girl. You'll cry, you will cry. So anywhere money is involved, girl, make sure you have your own money. That was one lesson I learned from that whole having to move from going to West to Kiambu to paying the bills in that hotel room. I'm just so glad we had that money your time, because if we really didn't have that money, sijui tungelala wapi. So fast forward, this particular day, I'm chilling in my room with Dor and his friends. So I see a call. I didn't have Truecaller by this time. So I see a new number and I'm like, who is this? So normally when a new number calls me, it be a breathing competition. I ain't gonna talk first, yet you called and I don't know you. So I hear the phone ring and I pick, waiting for the caller to talk. So he talks and I'm like, oh crap, not you. No, can't be you. Guess who? It was this guy. It was this Cinder's boyfriend. And I'm like, no, what do you want? So he starts, oh, I'm sorry about the other day. Oh, disappointed you. Oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So I was really getting bored listening to him, because first of all, he had annoyed the hell out of me and I couldn't stand listening to him talk. And so it got to a point he said that, oh, I know I owe you money. And I'm like, yes, you owe me money, bruh. So where the money at? So he told me that he knows he owes me money and that he was going to pay it back. And I'm like, okay. And I asked when, and he said after this call. And I'm like, thanks. So guys, can you imagine that even after the call, nigga did not pay back my money? And I'm like, I thought you said you're gonna pay back my money, so where the money at? Sioni M-Pesa from you? Oh, he said, oh, so he got caught up, he still sending. So it got to a point I even got tired of having to ask him for this money. So I told Cynthia, your boyfriend first of all is annoying me. Tell him to pay back my money. Tell him to stop taking me through the corners, because why was he doing that? He was refusing literally with my money that he owed us. Like legally he owed us that money, because that was money that we spent that we were not supposed to spend. That is money we spent that was not part of our budget. So really, he really did owe us that money. So after days of telling him and reminding him to send me my money, nikachoka. I told Cynthia, I leave this guy to you. So Cynthia also tried talking to him. He kept on saying he would pay back the money, but he didn't. So recently, and I tell you, men can be trash. Men can be trash. So recently, this guy is now texting Cynthia. Okay, Cynthia actually moved on from that guy.
Makofi.
And this guy started texting Cynthia, telling her that, oh, he's sorry about last year. And Cynthia tells him, the best apology you can give us is pay who her back her money. And he said that he was gonna pay again. Guys, till date, as we speak, nigga has never paid back my money.
Boys can lie. Hey, boys can lie. Boys, you guys are liars. You guys can lie. Hey, liars.
All he says is, oh, I'm a send. Oh, I'll send it to you. Oh, I've not forgotten. I sit back and remember how dirty this nigga did to us. I sit back and remember how Cynthia was still talking to him even after all this. I feel like slapping the hell out of Cynthia. But again, I understand. But again, bro, once a man does you that dirty, I really don't get why you should be talking to him again. But you know how love be. Love is blind. Especially this love that is not defined. You'll do crazy shit. So anyway, up to date, nigga has never paid back my money, which anaweza kaa nayo sasa hata. I mean, if he wants to pay is okay. If he wants to pay, and he will, he can, but I really don't need his money anymore. So that was one random story that I cringed so hard about. I wish I had that receipt sign niwaonyeshe. Here the bills we paid with our own money that we were not supposed to spend that night. It pains me to remember. So guys, anyway, that is a confirmation how men can be trash sometimes. Again, it's a confirmation of how trash men can be sometimes, and how if you choose to trust men, you deserve to be disappointed. Because if there's one gender that you should not trust, these sons of Pharaoh. No. So guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed making it, because I did. I cringed though, but I did making it, as random as it was. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on your post notifications. Tell a friend, and see you all in the next story time. Bye. Mwah.